I discovered a secret in his phone, but I didn't have the courage to say anything. There are moments when your heart knows something is wrong, but your mind doesn't have the courage to face the truth. My husband and I used to be quite happy. Not perfect, but enough for me to believe he was the kind of man who would always be honest with me. Until one day, I accidentally saw something I never wanted to see. That day, he left his phone on the dining table. Normally, he was very relaxed about it. But in the past few months, he always placed his phone face down, and he had changed his password for reasons I didn't understand. I'm not the type to go through his phone, but that day, the screen lit up just as I stood up to clean the dishes. A notification appeared from a name I had never heard him mention before. Just a short message. Have you gotten home yet? At the end was an icon that didn't feel like something from a work conversation. I stood frozen for a few seconds. A part of me wanted to ignore it, but another part urged me to open it and read more. I didn't do anything. I set the phone back down, but my heart was pounding so hard it hurt my chest. That night, I watched every gesture he made. He smiled more than usual, but his eyes kept avoiding mine. I asked if work was okay today, and he answered, too fast, like he wanted to end the conversation. Inside me was a mix of worry, hurt, and confusion. I started noticing more. He left for work earlier, came home later, frequently texted in the bathroom. And when I walked near him, he immediately turned off his screen. I didn't dare ask. I was afraid of hearing an answer I couldn't handle. But staying silent like this tormented me even more. One day, when he fell asleep on the sofa, his phone lit up again. It was the same name as before, the same type of messages that I knew for sure weren't work-related. I stared at his phone, my hands trembling, but in the end, I turned away. I knew if I opened it, I would lose my composure. But if I didn't, my heart felt like it was burning. Many nights, I lay next to him feeling like we were living in two different worlds. He no longer shared anything with me, no longer asked how I was, no longer looked at me the way he used to. I didn't know whether I was overthinking or if there really was a distance between us that I could no longer reach. I wanted to talk to him. I wanted to ask him clearly, just once. But I was scared. Scared that if I asked, everything would shatter. Scared that if I stayed silent, I would keep hurting myself. So today, I'm telling this story because I truly don't know what to do. If you were me, would you have the courage to ask directly? Or would you stay silent, waiting for the day when the truth reveals itself? I sincerely hope to hear everyone's advice.